hamstring grind, every snap, every rep, everybody talking first round, same names again. Danny in the shadows, finding value in the 10. Stopwatch ticking, notebooks full of ink. Missed by the cameras, but he sees what you think you didn't see. From small schools to backups with a chance. If there's a sleeper on the board, he already made the call in advance. Danny Savage, draft guru, breaking down the board like a pro really do. Late round legends, yeah, he's standing on the truth. Day 3, Danny turning pigs into proof. When the lights fade out and the crowd goes home, that's when the future gets quietly grown. 6th, 7th round, undrafted dreams. You connecting all the dots in between the schemes. Traits over hype, film over fame. If the league missed it, he's calling the name. Every year, gotta steal, every class got a few. When they go and show brand, Danny says, watch this dude. Danny Savage, draft guru. If it's sitting on the board, yeah, he's spinning it too. From the war room to the launch crew. Day 3, Danny, yeah, the legends coming through. Yeah. This is Danny Savage, draft guru. Let's go. Let's get into it. This is Danny Savage, draft guru. Let's get into it.
Boom. Greetings from YouTubeville. Once again, Danny Savage, draft guru. If you like the video, subscribe, give it a like, hit the hyper button. Also, hit the notification button so you know when I go live. Listen, I apologize. I never go live any set time. So, hey, it is what it is. Now, I'm going to be throwing out a prospect right now. There's one team's fan base that hates Michigan's players. They're just, how can I phrase this? They're not well educated in football. Because, listen, to truly grade a class, a player, takes 3 years. Unless the guy is just a bag of shit from day one, or he's a superstar from day one. But if you went off just year one, from the rookies, the number one tech came from Michigan, Mason Graham. The number one corner back was Will Johnson from Michigan. Find me a draft guy that had Will Johnson as their number one corner over Travis Hunter. Who? What? Who? What? I know I did. Don't hate the players. Hate your team's scouting department. Because if it's me, you, anyone else, and we're sitting on the couch watching the draft, you're going to pick up that call and say, yeah, I'll go. You drafted me. But maybe there's a certain teams that hates Michigan players. Maybe they won't hate this kid so much because he spent his first 3 years at Alabama. And we're going to be talking about Michigan defensive tackle Payne, 6'4", 320 pounds. Listen, man, he's just a big run clogger in the middle. Like I said, he spent his first 3 years at Alabama, then transferred over to Michigan, went right into the starting lineup, he had 10 tackles for the season. What do you it gets tiring having to repeat constantly what your interior defensive tackles are supposed to do. They're just supposed to create a hurricane in the middle. Boom! Thank you for jumping in the chat. Got bad eyesight. I can't see it. So now, might be fifth. I'm not sure. But now, when you're a defensive tackle, your job is to create mayhem in the middle of the field. but allow the linebackers to run freely. Savage, what about the defensive tackle from Texas? Who are you talking about? Blay? David Blay? Amazing Creations, boom. Fifth, I knew it was fifth. Blay is weird, man. I don't because he originally started off at Penn State, and he's not a typical Penn State type of kid because Blay's really, really big. He's like 340, 350. And Penn State really doesn't go with those like type of defensive tackles. So he started off at Penn State, transferred to Texas, and no, I liked him. I broke him down months ago, but I find it ironic he even Penn State recruited him. Penn State likes the small D tackles to get up the field, aka Zane Durant, the 3 tech. But now, like I said, but when you're a big 1 tech, yeah, I see. I knew it was fifth. Yo, like I said, everyone fifth quarter Cowboys. He has a channel, man, but he keeps it real. He's not one of these Cowboy fans that are just like. He keeps it real. Everyone I rock with keeps it real for the most part. Some of us stray, but we're like the flock. We bring them back when they stray. We all stray at some point, and then we bring them back. But it's honest. The crew I rock with, I'll be humble. 99% of the stuff we say all comes true. And that's fifth. Blog, corner, Cowboys champs, uncensored cowboy. I apologize. 1980. It might not be popular. It's okay. I've been okay with not being popular, but we say the truth, man. But this kid, Payne, if he gets a sack, that's just the cherry on top of the sundae. His job is to create havoc in the middle. So, but like I said, maybe this one team who I don't even want to say, they won't hate this kid that much because he spent his first 3 years at Alabama. Listen, I've said it before. This is going to be a heavy defensive draft, man. Give me a couple of seconds. Don't expect, to see Lawrence Taylor highlights from this kid because he's a giant defensive tackle, and it's just his job is to cause mayhem in the middle. And ironic, the number 2 rated 1 tech this season so far was my number 2 1 tech, Deontae Walker out of Kentucky. And he went in round 4. What do I know, bro? I'm just a nobody trying to find my way. Because we all know when you're rocking with the GWO. Peace out. Give me a minute. Drop some tape.